did a little custom work to the XYL APC9K from M416gellblaster.com. So check out M416gellblaster.com. Great site. Like I said, they do ship from China, so just make sure you're patient when you order. Lots of awesome blasters on there. Anyway, this XYL APC9K, same internals as the XYL ARP9, which is a very good blaster. And so it's already got a lot of cool things when it comes to the mechanical side of it. Now I will do a spring upgrade once I get my batch of M95 springs, which are en route, but those are coming from China as well, so they take a long time. But as of right now, we've got a really nice performing blaster as it is out of the box. And of course, you can watch the previous demo videos to see. So I wanted to do a little custom work to it. I wasn't really quite sure. I thought it would be nice to maybe elongate the front end a little bit so we could have a grip there. And so that's kind of what I did. And that's the primary mod that I made here. So let me show you what I did, right? So I wanted to build out a custom kind of handguard extension. So this is just a 100% designed by me, basically just figured it out, measuring specs and everything, using some angles. I was very happy because I got it on the first try. Of course, I printed a couple little very small prototype pieces just to make sure I had the frame set up right and the angle right. And I did, so that was cool. So basically it just adds about 60 millimeters of handguard, right? And then I've got, of course, the rail here. I lined up these rails so that they screw into the existing holes that were here from the previous rail that was already on there, the stock or factory rail. So that's just utilizing those holes. Okay, so we could put a little grip here. Now, because the metal barrel terminates way back here, right, and there's threads, really all I did was I extended out a 19 millimeter, and that way I could put a tracer like this T238 tracer on here. So there's a lot of T238 tracers that have the ability to remove the thread, and that way they work with 19 millimeters. And that's for, like, you know, a stock Gen 8 M4A1 or a SCAR. Those have that end of a barrel that's 19 millimeters. So this works like that, and then you just tighten it down right here. So I went ahead and put this cool tracer on here. Now this is their tracer that also has a built-in chronograph, which is just really cool. It's called the T238 DayBreak. So I put that on there, just made a little notch up here to put a little fake, you know, flash hider. And that's just because I thought otherwise that space looked kind of dead. That was an easy way to fill it. So we got the rails there. Did do a nice little panel here that just has some texture inside, and then the ovals to kind of match the ovals there. All right, and then I put a little laser on here that I customized. So these are the inexpensive lasers that come with a lot of blasters. I rewired it so it wires to this pressure switch here. So you got the ability to do this pressure switch here, and then you get your laser, or you can switch it off and on. So it's got two switches, pressure switch plus an off on, and I put it right there so that it's right by your thumb if you're using this grip. All right, so that was my goal there. Otherwise, just I had a little canted riser here, and then this is just an inexpensive little sight that lights up that I could put on there too. And then I kept the flip up sights that come standard with it. So nothing too crazy, but I was very happy with how it turned out, and that I was able to get measurements right the first time around, because that can get frustrating when it comes to dealing with angles like that, and even just measurements and getting it lined up perfect. So everything worked out great. I think it looks pretty cool. Obviously adds a little bit of length to it. Of course, you could still use the stock, even you could remove the stock if that's something you don't like too. So lots of different options that you can do with this blaster. So little customized, some cosmetic changes, the T238 DayBreak on the APC9K, the XYL APC9K from M416gellblaster.com. So check out their website. Check out this blaster. It's pretty sweet. I did a little demo with the tracer at night, so you get to see that in action. And I showed you that if you're using gels that are clear or white and you have a good tracer, you're still going to get an awesome tracer effect with those. You don't have to use glow gels. So That's what I showed in that demo video. If you're looking for it, you can check that out. Comments, questions, post them below. Of course, like, subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and remember to participate in those YouTube contests when they're live, and you can win several $100s worth of custom blasters and accessories. Check back at some point. We'll take this apart and we'll do that spring upgrade. I'll show you how to disassemble, how to take it apart, and how to do that. All right, thanks for your support.